Hello, everybody. It is so good to be back with you here in the kitchen. And you know, the holidays have ended, but there's one thing that never ends, and that's cooking. And this year, I'm going to be cooking up a storm with my family. I'm going to be showing my two precious daughters, Brittany and Lori, how to cook. The true chefs of the family, my two son-in-laws, Craig and Ramsey, are going to be battling it out to the finish. And Poppy's going to be whipping up some of his famous Piper pancakes. And we'll have special guests on the show, and some of you will be those people. And yes, the 4 little Michelin chefs will return. You know, growing up, these girls were so busy with activities that cooking was the last thing that they wanted to do. So now that they have families of their own, they're ready to learn to cook. And Mama has the perfect recipe. Okay, girls, come on, let's get going. All right, the recipe that I have chosen for today is crispy roasted chicken with sweet potatoes. Here we go.
That's a whole chicken, ladies and gentlemen. A raw whole chicken.
Now, what you have to understand about this one, she was such a picky eater growing up, I thought there was something seriously wrong with her. Seriously, she would gag at the thought of food, and I took her to the doctor, and the doctor said, "Don't worry about it. She'll eat, and she's going to be healthy." And she ended up being just perfect. So this is the perfect recipe for someone to overcome their fears in the kitchen, right?
Right.
All right.
Yep.
I promise you, this is going to be well worth it.
Pure chicken.
I'm going to show you, Lori, because I know how you are.
Oh God.
On this recipe,
Oh.
what you have to do is butterfly the chicken. And the reason you butterfly the chicken, it makes it brown a lot easier, makes it cook even, okay?
Okay.
Because of the white meat, if it cooks too much, it's going to be dry. If the dark meat doesn't cook enough, it's going to be raw. So that's the thing that you don't want to do. And so what you're going to do is, these are not for cutting paper.
No, they're for cutting flesh.
They are for cutting flesh.
Oh, God.
This is the backbone, okay? And see what I've done for you. You pick that up and turn that over and show them what I'm talking about.
All right. I just touch it, right?
Yes, our hands are clean, right?
Yep.
Okay, just flip it over and show them the back after it's been butterflied. See?
Yep.
You did it! Awesome! Wonderful. Okay, that's the back. The backbone has been removed.
God.
And you can lay it down. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to go through here with these wonderful scissors, and you're going to cut the backbone out, okay? You're going through the bones.
Noises.
Do you want to try?
No.
Brittany, you want to try?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Now, the thing about this is you can go and buy your chicken at the store and let the butcher do this for you. But a lot of times, you know, if they're not around, they can't butterfly your chicken. But it's so easy. That's what these scissors go
Okay.
for.
Nope. What am I doing again?
You're cutting
the
all the way
backbone out
down
of
through
the
here
chicken.
and all the way down through there. And it's really hard to just
Yeah, it is
go,
hard. Like
cut
you
through the bone and keep
cut
on
through the
cutting.
bone.
There you go.
The rib bone, right? That's what you're.
Yeah. And you're going down through the neck. And then cut the skin first and then go back and cut the... Good job. I am impressed.
Who knew? It's amazing.
Seriously.
Oh, look right there.
I mean, look.
Oh, your
When I was
spinal
growing
cord
up,
right there.
my mom had to cut up every chicken. Don't cut your fingers. It will cut your
So then you
fingers.
go down this side?
Then you go down this side.
Okay. That's all you gotta do. Just cut it right on out of there. I mean, you gotta be strong. Okay. It's like kind of slippery though.
Yeah. And just kind of maneuver your knife around to get... Good job. Oh, you're next.
I'm just moral support.
You know, it's not a dead body. It's a chicken, so you got to think.
What I want to see is Lori eating this chicken after she has cut it to
She is
pieces.
going to love it.
She's gonna have.
I've never witnessed this.
Really?
No, not
You never
this.
been to a meat market?
I've seen them. I've never
Have
actually
you?
seen.
Have you ever done this?
I've never done this. I've been to a meat market.
Yeah, I've seen
it
happen. No, I've never seen somebody cut a backbone out of a dead animal.
Now,
Okay, just keep on cutting until you get it. You may have to cut through this hard bone right there.
keep cutting through.
Yeah, cutting all
Like,
the way. You
is
got
that
to get this out of there.
Is that the collarbone?
That's the backbone.
Right here, though?
Oh, good job. See, you're right.
Oh, yeah, this is the back, huh?
Oh,
Oh, duh. It's a spine.
Now get it over there. And whatever you do, anytime you know when you touch meat,
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands.
So you're not through.
You have not even begun this process.
Mine's already cut out, see?
Yeah, but we know you're not.
This is the way our whole life has been. It's already cut out for you.
You
Absolutely not.
Sorry, it's my fault.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so great job. My gosh, that's great. So now you have this. I'm going to show you. While you're doing that, what you're going to do is you're patting the meat dry, because we're fixing to make some herb butter, and while I'm showing her how to make the herb butter, it's got to be good and dry. So, all right.
So like no juice.
Yeah, and then pick him up, turn him over, and pat the other side really good.
Oh.
So, you see what she's doing?
Yeah.
And so, like this, you're going to get breaking
Oh,
open,
there's
so
juice
he's-
like squirting like that.
Oh, well, good. All right. So, you're going to make some herb butter, and you got to listen when
I'm
you
just
do.
not sure how I feel about
Okay.
this.
So, this
Okay.
is what is this butter is delicious and bread. It may be a little bit of a chore to chop up the different ingredients, but once you chop them up, you can make 3 batches of this butter. You can freeze it, and so you've got it already made. So just go ahead and double your recipe. And another thing, this butter, you can take it out and melt it over pork chops, pork, anything, and I mean it will make a wine sauce.
Yeah.
Put
That's good.
that in there, and you've got all your stuff already done.
Can I ask a question? I patted him dry, but if I turn him over, there's all that juice.
Well, let's see. What do you think you might want to do in that case?
I guess.
Yes. Dry off.
What?
Okay. The rest of the paper towels.
There you go.
That was some good processing.
This is not to be smart aleck, but a lot of it's common sense. I don't mean to be, I'm not saying, but a lot of cooking, you just have to stop and, say, boy, what would I, what would I
dry
do
this
about
off.
that?
Sorry, I've never
There you go, okay.
patted down a dead carcass before.
Okay, Britt, you probably
Okay.
are more used to doing dishes than she is. What's the first thing you're going to do on that recipe there? Always have your recipe in front of you.
Preheat the oven.
Okay, you can do that.
Okay, I can do that. Yeah, for sure.
That's the oven.
All right.
That's what oven.
This is so gross.
All right.
Okay.
Done. Butterfly the chicken. We already did that.
Got it butterflying.
Now we need our 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of olive oil with thyme, parsley, rosemary, Jody seasoning, and salt.
I feel like he's dry.
And this is one thing, because you're such an olive oil person and you don't want all that fat, butter. I halved it. I've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons
But
of
why
butter.
does it look so congealed?
Okay, I made it like butter, like here you go.
How do you make?
By putting it in the refrigerator, I just kind of came out with it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you just leave it in the fridge and that's what happens?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And if you don't have time,
That's
if
pretty
you
cool.
forget, put it in your freezer for just a little short period of time, and it turns in like butter. So you're gonna mash all this with your hands.
Okay.
The easiest way to do it, I have found. Yeah. So I've got everything pre-chopped for you,
Okay.
and all these prep
Thanks.
cooks. Look, guys,
Can you come to my house?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Just let me know.
Do I need to pat this one down too?
We'll do that later, as long as you got that one good and dry. And then you can flip them over, okay?
Butterfly.
Yeah, butterfly. So, what we have here, we've got...
Let me see if I can smell and see.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, what? We're smelling stuff now.
Rosemary?
Rosemary! Okay.
Okay.
You can dump it in.
Okay, in the oil.
Yeah, I'll put the butter in first.
Okay.
And you can find the full
I guess I can use
recipe.
my fingers, huh?
Yeah, full recipe.
So put the rosemary in.
Yep. Okay, clear that.
Okay.
Do we
That's
have to
time.
smell it before we put it in, or this is just
Time.
for fun?
No, this is called I'm trying to
That's
guess.
good for you.
That's time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what this is. Parsley?
Parsley? Oh, well. Yeah, it doesn't
Come on.
much. Yeah.
Oh my god, I like to smell all the herbs, okay?
Okay.
What is this?
Jody seasoning.
Jody seasoning. We all love that.
Yeah, and the recipe is on the web.
Okay.
SweetPepperJody.com.
This is kind of a new seasoning I don't use very much, but it is called a salmon seafood. And the reason I put this in, it has a little bit of lemon, but it doesn't overpower with the lemon.
Salmon seafood seasoning.
Seasoning.
That we're putting on chicken.
Right.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, because it's got a little bit of lemon, it's got a little bit of dill, so.
Yeah, I can smell the dill. Okay. And then.
That's kosher salt. Kosher salt, not quite as salty as the rest.
Oh, really?
So you can, use a spoon if you want to, or just get your fingers in there.
Okay.
You're gonna mash it all together.
We'll just do.
Okay.
Maybe we should just use our fingers.
So now we're gonna take this yummy herb butter, okay, and olive oil, and we are going to do this. We are going to separate. Yeah, it's like a leg and a pair of pantyhose.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And you need to go in
what I was
between
thinking.
the meat, and you're gonna open it up like, you know what I'm saying?
We wear pantyhose a lot.
This is like a horror movie.
Over here, whichever one. This is probably the easiest on this side right here. And then go all the way down.
So we're separating the skin from
Right.
the tissue.
Okay. Get into the leg. Okay, you do that side.
I'm so glad you get to do
And you're gonna rub this stuff up in there. The herb butter up in there.
Okay. I'm really not. Why does the person with the meat aversion have to do the skin?
See, you're getting rid of all your fear of meat.
I broke the spine.
Yeah. Right there.
I might puke.
Yeah. How's that?
Don't make a
how's that
hole in
sensory
the
chicken
chicken.
for you?
I'm sure. Oh God.
Ugh. Don't gag on the chicken if you have to gag.
Yes, please. Get your bowl.
It's like a chicken glove.
Just think of it being like one of those rubber chickens.
Yeah.
You know what your
I poked a
apron-
hole in it. How do I fix that?
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Sorry.
Well, you don't fix it, but that's one of the important things. That's the reason you get in between the skin. Yeah. Well, that's okay. We'll just.
But, so
don't
you're
worry
not
about
supposed
it.
to do that? So
No,
what are you supposed to do?
You're
Sew it
supposed
together.
to make sure you go, and separate the
Membrane.
membrane, I guess is what you call it, from it, so that doesn't happen because all the juices are going to leak out there.
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, no problem. And this is what your apron is for. Did you know that? Apron's not for cutesy. Apron is for, when you're working, it's like, that's what that's for. So now, we got our stuff here, and we're going to take a little bit. We are going to,
So you really can't just rub it on the outside.
you're rubbing it under here. That's why we loosened it up. Oh, see? Yay.
Yay.
I'm going to go on down into the chicken. And this is what makes this so.
I don't think I did the drummy.
Down into the drum.
His leg.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get some in there. Okay.
Oh.
All right, Brittany, you go on this side, or Lori, and you push it up in there.
There's a bubble. There's bubbling.
Bubbling of what?
I don't know.
I just don't even like this, the way this feels.
Well, get on up in there.
Get on
Right
up
up
in
in
there.
the
You got to get
skin.
it all up in there because who really eats the skin that much? Not most everybody does.
Want to hear a funny story? Apparently, I am not the only one who has a meat aversion. Craig told me a story that he was giving Piper lunch the other day, and she said, "Dad, do you know some people eat animals?" And he was like, "Yeah, Piper, I do. You like chicken, and that's an animal." And she stopped for a second, and she said, "No, but that's chicken. That's not that kind of chicken." So now she's decided she doesn't eat chicken anymore.
Are you kidding me?
No, yeah.
It's generational. Okay, now you see that smoke? So you're gonna pick up this chicken. You come here and you just turn it skin side
Like
down.
this? Okay,
Yes.
skin side down, so this is going down.
That's right.
Too bad that whole inside fell out.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. And we're gonna up this heat.
Up it? Okay, that looked like it was going down.
So like, if you don't have one of these and you're on the stove,
Yeah, you just need to make sure it's
medium
good.
high.
Yeah.
or-
And I'm going to cut it a little bit higher to medium high. But this little thing right here, I got at Goodwill. And what it's going to do, it's just going to put some pressure to make it cook a little bit more. And you want to
Is it
cook
meant
it
for cooking?
Yeah, but you can put it on top of your grilled cheese sandwiches. It's going to mash it down and make it brown a little bit better. You don't have to like this.
Where could you get it besides Goodwill?
You know, I think you get it Home Goods. Probably have one similar at Williams-Sonoma or
Target?
They have it
Does
at
Target have one?
Bed Bath & Beyond,
Yeah.
places like that.
Everyday Gourmet.
Yeah. It's like a press. And it's not necessary. You don't have to have it.
So medium heat, right?
Medium high.
Medium high.
Yeah, until it starts burning. Yeah, you're going to chop them up. And probably the best thing, because it's so fat, cut it down the middle and then chop it about, about a fourth of an inch. Watch your fingers.
Well, I'm trying to hold the board. Any tips on how to...
Any tips on this? There.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Good job.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Don't kill them too thick.
Is that too thick?
Oh, that's good, that's good.
Ramsey always makes fun of how I chop. He
Huh.
tries to make me watch YouTube videos on how to chop. It doesn't really work that well. I think he was going to come in and be like,
Please don't do that. That really made me feel like you were going to chop off a finger.
wouldn't that be good video footage?
No.
Good job, Rick. Good job. You're a good chopper. All right.
Thanks, guys!
Okay, so we've got 3 more minutes to go, and so what are we going to have? What are you going to have with this meal to make it really yummy?
Oh, this would definitely be it.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
No rice or
No.
anything like that? How about you?
We don't really do a lot of, heavy carbs.
How about a salad with it? We
I'd love a
have your
salad.
bread.
Yeah, that would be good.
In your
Yeah.
meal planning, you're going to have
bread
roasted
or-
chicken, you're going to have sweet potatoes, and a wonderful salad to go.
Yeah.
Or open up a can of string beans. That would go really good with those, potatoes.
Mashed potatoes might go good.
Yeah. And another thing you can do is cook carrots instead of sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
I don't like cooked carrots.
Really?
For your family,
Really?
because you didn't think you would like these sweet potatoes either.
But I've actually tried a lot of cooked carrots, and I don't like cooked carrots.
Because it's going to be in this yummy butter.
Yeah.
and herbs. It would make a whole different taste, give you a whole different
Right.
taste for your recipe. So.
If I like cooked carrots, it would be good.
So I'm going to see what this baby
Cover
is
the
doing
butter.
up under there. Is it browning pretty good?
Yeah, it's brown.
Okay, yay.
So, do you know how many minutes you're supposed to leave it like that? Or
About,
you just...
about 5 to 7
Okay, 5 to
minutes. And it looks pretty brown to you.
Yeah,
so
about
we can
7.
go ahead and flip it over if we want to.
Okay.
Yeah, let's move this. And this is a turkey fork. These are turkey forks. And I just kept this for this reason here. If you don't have
Okay.
it,
Then what do
know,
you use?
tongs? You can use tongs, or, if you've got a big mitten, you just swap it over. Just be very careful, how you do it. This is why I use this. And I have another one, so. And you're going to flip this
Woo, that's a
over
big
now.
bird.
Yeah, turn that down. Babe. See how it's kind of
You may hold it.
ground it nice and crisp.
Is it bird?
Oh no, that's good.
Okay.
Okay. And so what you're going to do now, we're going to turn the eye off. Put the potatoes around the edge.
Okay. Why were these soaking?
It keeps them from turning brown.
Ah.
Anytime you're cutting up potatoes, and you cut them ahead of time to keep them from turning brown.
How many?
Or put those in there too, probably. Okay, Britt, you're going to take this to the oven.
Okay.
And you're finished.
Awesome.
Yeah, after it cooks, it's going to be in the oven I'll open it up. Okay, our chicken is done. We let it cook to about 165 up to about 180. So it's ready. Taking it out of the oven, and we're going to plate it up. We used our meat thermometer to make sure it was good and done. Chicken. You girls watching, I know you know how to do this.
I'm watching.
Okay. Put it in your plate. Got a little done right in the center because of the type of the stovetop we use. Sprinkle a little bit of parsley. These sweet potatoes all in this juice. So now I'm going to get these up. What don't I? I can't do all these sweet potatoes. These sweet potatoes are wonderful. Now, what you're going to do with these drippings, it's up to you. The last time I cooked this, I made a wonderful mustard sauce, which was amazing with this chicken. So that's what
With
I'm
that
going.
juice?
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I'm going to do for us tonight. And the recipe is on the web.
Wow.
But if you don't want to make the mustard sauce, then you just get it out.
So did you just see that and you're like, I'm going to make a mustard sauce?
No, actually, there was a copy of the recipe that I reviewed.
When you say on the web, you mean SweetPepperJody.com, your blog, right?
Oh, is that what I need to say? Yeah, SweetPepperJody.com.
Nobody says the web anymore.
Oh, okay.
Except for me and
It's really kind of endearing though.
The interwebs.
Okay.
It's on the internet.
So what you want to do with this yummy juice, if you don't make the mustard sauce, just pour it over the chicken. It makes it nice and tender, nice and juicy. Okay. However much you want to use it. Take your spoon and do the same. Save the drippings for whoever wants the drippings. Put it over some of the potatoes. Take a little bit, put it over your chicken.
Can we call it something other than drippings?
That's what it is.
Right.
It's drippings, okay?
It's drippings.
All right, so there we have it.
That looks good.
You can put a little bit of sprig of thyme on there. We've already put it up. But voila!
Yummy.
Fit for a king. And I guarantee you, you will not find a 5-star recipe anywhere that has a better roasted chicken.
Okay.
That is guaranteed.
That's good.
Okay.
Yum.
Okay, girls, we have just finished the most delicious meal you will ever eat. I promise you. This roasted chicken, crispy roasted chicken. All right, it's so yummy. Don't forget to prep a lot of butter ahead of time. Put it in the freezer. It'll freeze. It'll stay in your refrigerator close to a week without freezing. But if you'll get that done, most of your work has been completed. So, yeah. And guys, you can find the full recipe on SweetPepperJody.com. And why don't you tell some of the other places that they can go and look?
Yeah, you can keep up with everything we're doing on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at SweetPepperJody. And then just keep up with all the blogs, SweetPepperJody.com. And then help us out by subscribing to our YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, and make sure you tell your friends and everything. And keep watching, because we're learning how to cook. We're learning how to love, and even learning how to forgive. So we'll have another video next week. Don't miss it. We're going to be sharing the love, one great meal at a time.